If you come back to me.
Would you mind holding the microphone?
Which one?
The big one.
No. Wow, putting the pressure on. Hi guys.
How you doing, man? How's this all sitting in?
Good. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the long walk a little bit, or the Green Mile.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the last Comic-Con, but I'll come back. I'll be back.
10-year reunion.
10-year reunion. Maybe we'll do a Warehouse 13 movie. I know people have talked about doing a Warehouse 13 movie, so. And plus, I'm gonna come and sign in the signing room next year, because that's one of the things Warehouse 13 has given us, is an opportunity to go and meet the fans and make a few shekels and travel the world, and it's been pretty good. I got no complaints. So.
I'm sure it has felt like home, and it would be a little bit like leaving home or leaving good friends.
I have spent more time with these people in the last 5 years than I've spent with any of my family members. Like my sister lives in Florida, and my dad lives in Arizona, my mom lives in San Diego, and they have become my family. Not to be cliche, but it just you can't help it. You spend 15 hours a day, 5 days a week for 9 months with these people under these circumstances. You either figure out a way to love one another, or you will hate each other. It tends not to be a whole lot of middle ground. But it's one of those things where, Joanna and I, we bug each other a lot. I bug her more than she bugs me. But that's what happens, but at the end of the day, if anyone would mess with me, or if I needed help, she would be there in an instant, as would any of these people, and I believe that. So, what are you going to do?
What can you tell us about what's coming up for the last round?
Well, we have 6 episodes. So we're kind of squeezing a lot into a short period of time. I have to learn about 80 pages of Spanish, because in one episode, Pete and Micah and Artie get trapped in a telenovela, and Pete turns into a character called Armando. And I've got this, I'm having to make me this giant mustache, and I'm gonna have like a crushed velvet vest with the, like my chest hair sticking out, and it's gonna be, very sexy, right? But it should be so much fun, and Jack's cutting the season premiere. He says it's so, great and fun, and I'm just relaxed this year. It's kind of like it's there's no other reason to be anywhere. We're not worried about ratings, because when you're on the air, you're just like, okay, well, what do we get? What are our ratings? It doesn't matter. We know where we're going, and so I've just been having fun. More fun than usual, if you can imagine that. So.
How do you feel with the finale? How do you feel about how it ends?
Well, I said to Jack when I found out that it was going to be 6 and out for us, and I said to Jack, I was like, so what happens? Do we all die? Are you going to kill us? Do we explode? Is the warehouse going to blow up? Does the world blow up? What's going to happen? He was like, we did all that. And he was like, it's going to be, I wish I could tell you guys, because it's like when he told me, I started like almost crying on the phone, just from because it's so right on, and so tastefully done, and it gives all of us an opportunity to kind of say our goodbyes to the warehouse and to the fans and to each other, and just it's brilliant. The guys, Jack Kenny, our exec producer, is I just think he's brilliant. So
one of the things you did that was so special on the show was, you mentioned the telenovela, the video game, the film noir.
Oh, right.
It was just, you really stretched the boundaries of what you guys did, and you pulled it off every single time.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
I think that's kind of what's special about the show. And I feel badly because I think there's still more stories to be told by the Warehouse crew that can be fun, but I appreciate it. And that was what was always fun for me, is to show up and go, we do what in the net? Like, we're gonna do what? I mean, you know, whether we're saving the world, or we're in a noir, we're trapped in a noir novel, or, you know, Rico Colatone's there, or Kate Mulgrew is my mom. I mean, you know, like Jerry Ryan is my ex-wife. I mean, she 7 of 9. I mean, I grew up going, oh my God. Like, I just would turn on that show. I wouldn't even listen. I would turn the volume down just to wait. I was like, and then all of a sudden she's playing my wife. I was like, when I met her, I was like, you don't realize my street cred just went up like tenfold because of you. It's been great. It's just been great.
To sort of go along with that question, you know, things like the video game episode, the film noir, is there one episode that you had like the most amount of fun on?
I gotta tell you, the season opener here that we just did, as I said, I mean, I just was so loose to the point where, you know, Jack's just like, Eddie, come on, man, you know. I mean, I just was having a blast, and there's some really great funny moments in the season opener, and some great serious moments too. Like, gosh, Joanne and I we just filmed this this great moment between Pete and Micah, and I think it's the best moment they've had together since the season began. And it's nice to be able to share that with Joanne. You know, it's like she's my buddy. You know, and the camera just clicked off. Okay, sorry. I don't know. Did I answer your question? Did I answer? Okay, sorry.
So, what do you geek out on?
I mean, I'm really excited to see Godzilla. I got after I saw Sharknado. I was actually a few weeks ahead of the curve. Like, I love great white sharks. I love old sci-fi movies. You know, like I love Universal horror characters, Abbott and Costello, Meet Frankenstein, Marvel comic books, The Incredible Hulk. You know, just stuff like that. I've never thought, like, it always bugs me when, like, you see some uber beautiful person that's got it together, and they're like, oh, I am such a geek. I am really geeky. It's like, shut up. You know, okay. But I mean, I guess I never thought of myself as that, but I guess now that I know the nomenclature of the conventions, I guess I qualify in some areas. Like, I've never worn a Pikachu costume, but I wouldn't say I'd never wear a Pikachu costume.
You mentioned love. If you could be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as a guest in that show, who would you like to play?
In what?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's the new...
The new show that's kind of come out of Avengers.
Oh, it's the Avengers.
It's based on-
It'd be the Hulk, for sure. Have to be. So, although the Hulk was in the Defenders, actually. Is the Hulk in the event? Is he part of the
Not a
Avengers?
part of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not a part of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just
The TV series is more about the team of normal human people who deal with the outfall of what's going on.
I'd have to say I'd want to play the guy who's the most well endowed. And I mean, just no. Never mind. Next question.
I thought when the Warehouse, I think, took another step for me was when you started combining the humor and the drama. The show just rose to another plateau. And people are going to end up talking about it for years and years, I think, because of it.
I remember when we did the episode Claudia,
Yeah.
and you know, with that knock thing on the. And I was just like, oh, and then Allison came on, and she was just so fun to watch. And I just thought, oh, wow, we've done some cool episodes, but this one is special. It was called Claudia. It was the 4th episode, and I thought to myself, you know, we might have something here. And then I think once Sci-Fi kind of saw that Jack was incredibly capable, and because at first they didn't want us to write comedy. We kind of had to do it on the fly because, you know, they saw comedy on the page and they were like, you know. And eventually they just let us do pretty much whatever we wanted to do. So, again, I think that says a lot for Mark Stern and the people at Sci-Fi to give us that kind of credit, and to our writing staff and to the actors to be able to. I mean, to have a group of actors that can actually make that comedic turn to go from serious to comedy in the same scene. Sorry, this might be the president. It's just 1 sec, okay, guys? Hey, Rudy. Okay, so you're in the front lobby. Okay, I'm gonna have somebody come down and get you. Okay. If somebody's not there in the next few minutes, it'll be me. But it'll be. I'll call you back. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of an interview, and I'll call you right back. Bye. Sorry,
You
guys.
can probably get one of those folks to come down.
Okay. A friend of mine is here. He's in the lobby. And can you to bring him up? I guess you can use that. He's an older guy, but he has a rock and roll black hair. Like his hair is long. He's a bass player for Ozzy Osbourne. His name's Rudy Sarzo, and he's a huge fan of the show. I haven't met him yet, but he's down in the front lobby. He probably has a gray Warehouse 13 T-shirt on. If you have any problems finding him,
Ask him to call you.
yes. Okay.
Tell him I'm wearing this.
Here, I'm going to give you my phone number. Sorry, you guys. I
No, it's
apologize.
all right, Ed.
Does anyone have a
Step away
pen?
for a second.
Yeah.
I think you have to move.
Oh, shit. Did I fuck you guys
No,
up?
not at all.
I'm sorry. Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.
Uh,
You guys
Hey,
rock.
it was really a pleasure. Thank you guys for all the years of support.